So yeah. So I was wondering if this leads back to something back in the day, but these people are just using somebody. Um, when it comes to okay, because I don't see anything wrong with Islam of subduing the men, women, and children, or the people that will come over here overseas, right? But I feel like with that whole thing, the nation shall rise no higher than the women. It's almost like, well, what do you mean? Because it would seem at first Islam was here and on a secret society kind of norm to keep, people that come over from the waters, or to keep a hold or teach or something like this, diaspora brown people, okay? To kind of like, aid them or something like this. That when I looked at the terms for who started, what it started, who's the leader, things like this is what it said, that they based more on diaspora. Now, this could be also people that are being displaced in their country or recycled in their own country. But then when I think about it, like keeping women covered, but I'm thinking like, so there's that aiding, abetting the women that were coming over here from other countries over the past 75 years, empowering them, keeping them hidden, empowering them so they can all pop out on America in the future as all the other diverse nations and try to humiliate America by keeping her out of the building or keeping the cornerstone out of the future. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then saying the nation shall rise no higher than these particular women that we're breeding here and out within our denomination. Okay. A lot of this seems like bullying, but because these people can't get me to want to be something. But like I said, this is a birth. I came here for my birthright. I don't want to know about nothing else. Nobody got nothing going on. It don't matter if I was, like I said, it doesn't matter if I was homeless on the streets and nobody really knows what my back end story is. And somebody did a DNA search and I get arrested one day because I stole a piece of candy out the grocery store or a sandwich to eat because I was starving. And somebody ran my name through a database and found out, ooh, we thought that there was no more royals. We see that we are going to need a royal to sit in their seat. You know what? Guess what? Okay, well, what? We looking at this. This person don't have no record. The only thing they have is that they stole this sandwich tonight. Person was hungry. You know, like let's weigh the options here. We could put the person in jail. We could let the person go. We can let the royal family know, or we can let the higher sectors know that we did find somebody that is a real royal that's still alive. And let's just weigh this out. The person ain't did nothing else in the past. She just told us like her husband left her, whatever. She been, just trying to find her way or something like this 6 months ago and took the kids, and she been going through a hard time. You know, let's see what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Or run the name through a database and find out that this person owned 20 acres of land in Texas or in Alabama. You could tell this person, and it's a little shed house on there, but the lady been sleeping under a bridge in Miami for a year. You could be an asshole and you could just let that go, and you could say, hey man, we remember we've been doing that, we've been collecting that land and stuff like this. Or you could say, you know what, we've been say somebody say we've been collecting that land and putting people on it and having them start the farm so we could kind of work our way up or whatever like this. We could keep that land and give it to this other girl that she looked better. She got a job. She already, we appreciate these people more. She got a job already at the local factory making popcorn, for $20 an hour. She been working there for 20 years. Let's just give her the land, right? It seems like she's going to be able to be more productive or produce something more for us than the actual person that you found homeless and they like, I just wish I had a place to lay my head. And you keep that information secret and send that person back to the streets. And then that person end up getting killed a couple weeks later. You see? Because maybe you're not the only ones that got this access to this information to search people and find out a lot about them that could be very dangerous. But somebody else got that information. When that hit came on that screen, somebody else got that hit too. And they hit that person up and they took that land, and that was the last surviving member of that family. And so now, you see what I'm saying? Now the police knew about it too. Remember, let's say that there's a corrupt group that was working with the police, or some kind of secret group that has access to people's private information. Now you salty or whatever like this because now this drive a wedge, or you like, damn, we lost one, forget it. Oh well. But it's just the whole point of what was your intentions? All the way through. What's your intentions, dude? That's what I'm saying. Like, even people talk about infidelity. Well, the main infidelity for some of these men, especially if these were Islam men that were sneaking and marrying women that were unsuspecting, just because you talked to them once, or you've been with them once, or you had a baby by them, and they left you out in the cold and went and married somebody else, but they took your assets with them and then built them a life off of it. You understand? Because they didn't think you was worthy enough to have it, or something like this, or whatever this would be. No matter how much they like you, or like to be in bed with you, or how sweet that they thought you were, or think that you are. You get what I'm saying? It's not your fucking place. I don't want nobody judging what I'm about to be getting when it comes to something that belongs to me that I can't even fucking trust. Cause you a liar and a manipulator. You understand? This is where I'm coming from. And people be like, oh, sometimes when you win something, you got. Well, I can't never tell when I won or lost. I just keep on going. Cause it ain't gonna matter in the end anyway. It's not going to matter in the end. Like I told you, none of these judges are accurate. None of them are legit. The people that are doing this shit in the background, don't you understand what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to do with pagans or all these other groups or whatever like this. So why would I want them judging anything? How the fuck do you know me? That's what I'm saying. How do all these people know something about somebody that was supposed to be a protected individual while they were floating around in this world here, not knowing who they are? But many people that could have harmed them do know who they are. You understand? And they're still living. They actually made it past the age of 20. They didn't get struck, because we be thinking a lot of shit with gun violence and all this stuff that be going on in the inner cities and these communities. We was thinking all this time that it had something to do with your shoe color, or the do rag hanging out the back of your pocket, or this X, Y, and Z. And whole time, you had diaspora or other people in this land that was knowing about what was gonna happen in the future, and they wanted a piece of a pie. You understand? And a lot of these things that actually happened to these people could have just happened because of that, a slow genocide, some type of ethnic cleansing, or something like this. So, yeah, they might be able to hold something for a minute, but eventually they're not going to be able to continue to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not even paying attention to no damn fools. If I know I'm not about to give none of these dudes my number, when I see them standing in front of that store every week before I go, yeah, it's about to be annoying, because I know they're gonna still try the same thing. Hey, let me get your number, or say something rude or something like this. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what you think, 'cause I was never gonna talk to you. That's what I said. If somebody pop off and be like, "Oh, you ugly bitch, I ain't even like you no way. You fat. Look at you. Look at your that crust around your eyes," or something like this. Well, okay, I'm glad you think all that stuff, but I was never gonna give you my number in a million years. So it really doesn't matter what the fuck you thought about me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't stop you and ask you for your number, motherfucker. You stopped and asked me for mine. So that's why I say I'm not really good with people that try to like, oh, well, you should, or whatever this is. This is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I care what people in the stands think about me if I'm on the track race or something like this. I'm thinking about what the motherfuckers that's charting down what my number is, or what, how quick I ran, or what my time, not my stop time is. I don't give a fuck about what these people think about me on the bleachers. You're not dictating anything around here. And if you were dictating something, and I know that you're not supposed to be a dictator, motherfucker, you a felon. They said felons can't even be up in here. Get your ass up out my face. You can't say nothing about me. So you can keep fooling these people and pretending like you making some rules or something like this. But if you a felon, nigga, I didn't want to take it there. But felons ain't supposed to be the judges. So, nigga, I don't know what you talking about. I'm the one that's going to say it. That's why these people got 2 layers of masks on. These people got 2 layers of masks. So yeah, I'm on the council and whatever, and you ain't supposed to be there, nigga. You a pedophile at a damn a kid's school race, nigga. You not supposed to be here. So I don't give a fuck about what you think. You understand? Or somebody like, I got some ladies in waiting. Bitch, I don't care. I'm the queen, motherfucker. Y'all, you this, that, or you something else. I'm the queen. What the fuck I give? Now somebody might say Duchess are more powerful. Show me. Like I said, there might be a difference because these people are over there sitting in these seats and trying to examine me. You not gonna change the fact that I am who I am and what I said. You understand? So really, if this wanted to get stupid, I don't care if it's 10 years, 20 years. I gotta wait and say that I need to get a lawyer, but it costs me $10,000. You don't know where I'm about to be in a year. I can get that $10,000 maybe in a year. I might start a fundraiser or something to get me a lawyer, and as soon as I do, your ass is grass. And so you know what I'm saying. You don't know what somebody is doing. So these people, like I said, you done wasting your fucking time playing around over here. Or that's like, oh, family members of the other runners can't be involved with the let's say jotting down the numbers and stuff. Because maybe they might change the numbers because one of their kids is racing that day. So okay, that sounds about whatever. But damn, didn't you tell me that Stacy, the girl that's running with number 2 on her leg, didn't you tell me that that was your auntie's second cousin, or it was your cousin by adoption? Yeah, bitch, get out of here. You can't make no, especially if I know you being shady. Yeah, get out of here. You don't have anything to do with this. So you could stay on your fake council, be a fake president, a fake CEO, a fake whatever you doing. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to be saying. And you can call it mean if you want to. Well, it was mean for you to think that you should be playing around with my life or doing whatever this is or making up lies about me or trying to find something on me or something like this. Now, that's like the police saying, damn, we found out about this stuff on this database. You know, dang, let's find out if this other person, let's do a health check on this person. Let's hold this person in jail longer than we need to. Let's see what all we can find out. Let's go talk to this person's family members while they in jail. All that shit is going against code. That ain't got nothing to do with that person, you know, that went and got that candy bar or that sandwich or whatever because they was hungry out the store and they stole that. You just make up your decision what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either a police officer gonna be friendly and they're gonna just give you a warning and let you go, or you about to give me a ticket. I can't stand when they sit there and be like, well, you know, you should have been this and da da da, and next time go ahead and do this, and maybe next time da 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 da. Like I don't want to hear. Is you gonna give me a ticket? I got somewhere to be. As if you're gonna give me the ticket, give me the ticket. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, okay, thanks or whatever like this. Thank you, I appreciate that. Something like this. I don't need to hear your whole thing. I don't need to hear your whole spiel. Okay? I don't need to be worried about what a whole bunch of people that's saying something behind my back and I don't know what they saying. They're not talking to me like a man or like a human being. I don't need to know if these people is gonna be you can't approve or disapprove me. Ain't the brooding vipers already cast down to hell? Who you judging? Who you judging? Why you can't even talk to me? That's why you're not talking to me. Because you can't even talk to me. That's what I'm saying. You can't even talk to me. You can't. And that's why you're not talking to me. And that's why this is foolishness. All right? You got the magician here. Imagine somebody open up their mouth about you having sex or say, you didn't I know how many people you slept with. Well, how the hell did you know that? What information, what are you tapped into you that you could tell me how many people I slept with? Because I sure ain't opened up my mouth about no numbers. So how do you know this information about me? You stalking me? You spying on me? I need to get a restraining order against you. I'm that important out of all these billions of people in the world that you wanted to know how many people I slept with? What's wrong with you? Where your daddy and them work? Where you work at that you got that information? Cause I thought I was just a regular individual. Where you work at? Oh, you mean that these are ladies in waiting of the queen or the princess, and they told something so you can get to? No, you told something so you can get your ass kicked out of royal court and any other court. You told something so you could never talk about having my crown on your head. Because obviously you knew that you was a part of the court. I didn't know I was a part of royal court, and I should have knew. And that's another violation. Get the fuck out of here. Go find yourself something else to do that ain't got nothing to do with my crown. We got the world card energy here, and we got a foreign energy. So this always come out like this. This person was shooting somebody up with some drugs or something like this. And now they under judgment here. Y'all, I'm trying to be calm, but my arm really is fucked up. I know somebody want me to go to the hospital, but I feel like my body been healing itself a little bit. It's taking longer than I thought, but from whatever that shoulder problem is or something. I feel like somebody could have a remote control switch. They could have something in my body. And when they don't like what I'm doing or talking about or something, they can turn it up and make me be in pain. I'm not a war criminal. I'm not in prison. I'm just a suppose I'm living the title of a just a regular civilian right now. You understand? Meaning I don't have anything combat back with these people. So you're basically just harming somebody because that's like if the police had this type of equipment, you know, and that you we found out they just plugging stuff in people's backs and just hurting them. Like when they feel like it, when they get mad or if they're about to go up to trial against a police officer and you find out that they put some kind of chip in your child and every time your child even think about telling the truth about what the police did to him when his mom wasn't there and they was not supposed to be holding him and they raped him and they harmed him and you know every time he want to think about what truly happened in that room he gets shocked. All y'all motherfuckers is going to jail. The whole department is getting lit the fuck up. Because this ain't the same thing back in the day when Martin Luther King them went through that shit or they was fighting for because of adversity and then the people had to go to the police office and say, hey, let's get this man out. And they all standing at the counter like, y'all gonna let my man out? Because after under article such and such and such, you can't hold this person. No, this is something else that's going on here. Because they know all of it is false. The claims is false. There's no power or nothing behind it. They just want to hurt and harass people. That's all they want to do. For money or something. And that's exactly, and then I'm just hope you got enough money to pay what you about to have to pay. All right? Because if I'm not out there doing anything, I'm not out there stealing nothing out no grocery store. Ain't no reason for no police to come follow me around. Or nobody else. And if the police don't need to be following me around, what do the federal police need to be following me around? What would the sheriff, what would the military, what would the president, what would the crown, what would anybody else want to follow me around for? I even through the whole school year, I go less than 5 miles to pick up my child and bring my child home, and I sit back at home. And whatever I'm talking about it on here with y'all. When I ain't on here talking, I ain't even talking. So the y'all get all my words of the day on these channels. When I'm not doing these videos, I'm not even really talking. So there's nothing to hide. I mean, find yourself something to do. Everybody in your life will be a lot happier and everything. Okay? The system has to go. They keep on talking about break free. No, nigga, you break in half. Because I told you, especially if these are people that I've anointed in my time, God giveth and taketh away, motherfucker. And y'all got to get out away. And the more we chip away at it, the more this shit is going to fall. And the more you ain't going to have that power that you thought that you had. And you're going to know that it was the wrong thing to try to use it against me in the first fucking place. Because I'm not nobody's fucking animal. I'm not nobody's little Jurassic Park member. I don't know what y'all been doing with the royal family or whatever like this for the past some odd years. Maybe it's because they haven't been saying who is the real queen. And that's why you got a problem. But that ain't me. I don't just do that to nobody. That's why I live my life a certain according kind of type of way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit around here for you to plant evidence on me. I will purchase your motherfucking that's why you don't want to play with me. I ain't gonna go. I ain't gonna kill your family. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do some stupid shit that you didn't know could be even done. Because if these criminals are buying up the police stations and shit anyways, what do we need them for? We got something can be found in a vending machine. We got and again, if people, because they have network systems, can pick an American person or a citizen or any citizen and say, I want to mess around with this person's life. You need a fucking life. I don't care how poised you try to act, you got a fucking mental illness. You got a mental illness. And again, if somebody put somebody in a certain area or something where this could be done to you, nigga, I'm in the wrong. That's why I was able to pick it up. I'm in the wrong department and you in the wrong motherfucking department playing with me. This is not, we're not about to be treating Americans like fucking hamsters in a cage. Are you crazy? Okay? Because I told you, most of your places where you come from, especially Africa, they the ones started slavery. Go back and talk to your ancestors. And that's how the fuck they got over here. All right? In the meantime, all right? I wish I would find out these some motherfuckers that went to school with me. Bitch, don't talk to me. That's a conflict of interest. You can't be working in that department. You can't be working in that department. Go on, take your ass somewhere else. We got your third grade crush is in reverse. A man that have to send a spaceship in to harm a woman because he don't like what she said, instead of come and say, hey, let me just talk to you. I mean, can we just get you to just, well, people don't have to, you acting like you paying me and I'm coming standing up in front of your whole church or your whole foundation on the weekend, and you say, hey, let me pay you $500 come do appearance. What, can you talk like this? Can you do like this? Motherfucker, this my channel. All right, this my channel. Okay, and because I'm not on the same trajectory as all of you doesn't mean that I didn't come here to do something that's totally different, and I don't have to think like you. That's the thing, not to do what I'm going to. All right, like, knock it off. We already know y'all been manipulating and cheating and tricking the whole thing this whole time for at least the past 15 to 20 years. So, just calm down a little bit. So we got Jaquise or Jacuse. Name something you make in, excuse me, 10 minutes. All right. I don't know why I thought about poop. Okay, ramen noodles. Hold on, let's see. We're gonna pull some cards on these. Okay, describe the player to your right using a color. All right, this one is not really a quack, but this could be significant. Somebody could be a quack, or somebody could be a crazy doctor. Okay. And then we have usually considered unhealthy. Okay, a silver. We're not going to use him again because he was just out here the other day. Okay. That's what I told you. There was something like, if they was talking about these silvery people, somebody was with one of these people, but it wasn't the people. This is somebody that got put in that sector. It might not be the original people. Okay, that could be why somebody organically, the person didn't get picked. Because remember that little movie that I told y'all I seen? She was saying how that man, the warlock, came in there and tricked all the people and manipulated them and had them go and start doing things his way like 100 years ago. And she was one of the last ones that was left that was like in the right, in a righteous one. But the funny thing is, when they went into that, they snuck into the tomb, they snuck into the like mystery room or whatever. And they were, I guess, fighting with this man or arguing with him. And he went up and smoked and he left away, I think. Okay. And then a new person was picked. A new person was picked to run things. Okay. It was supposedly a white man or a Caucasian man or something like this. He was a president from somewhere else, and he got in an airplane crash or whatever, and he was stranded there. And so they gave him the opportunity to become the new person. And then he was like, oh no, I got to go back to my land. I got to find a way to get back home. And I think ships and stuff came in looking for him. And he was like, I got to find a way to get back home because I'm a president. I got to take care of my own stuff or whatever like this. Okay. So somebody was either dealing with you, and then they went off with a fake version of you. And I was saying, why didn't they just, if this girl was the regular person, why didn't they just pick her to be the ruler? Because whoever somebody is closest to or they have with them, that may not be the actual person. Now we get down to our nitty gritty with our birthdays. 5980 will be mine. So we get it down to the key about our birthdays or whatever. But you don't understand. There could be shit in the background where you got your birthday, but they could have spliced you or made a test tube version of you just in case something happened to you. And that one is only, you could be 40 years old, but this one is only 25 years old. And it was born, it's an Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? And somebody else could have spliced you somewhere else. And then, you see what I'm saying? Y'all all look kind of similar. Maybe a fluctuation in the weight, a little bit of stuff in the face or something, but it's still under your number. It's still under my particular social security number, under my name, under my number. Right? So, but some of these could be created by Africa. They could be created by India. They could be created by other people. Some of these nations could have got together and created some of them. It's only for them to have a say-so as to what's going on. So whoever is all Americana, which is the world card energy, more than likely, this 21 energy, they don't want to see that person shine. That's the person that actually gonna make shit move. Now you got all these little people that was hiding and stuff, like, oh, the Maasai can't see us. Oh, let me hurry up and get me and my family into the chamber of commerce. Let me hurry up and get me and my family into the Black Caucus. They're scrambling, trying to do this while they're blindfolding and keeping the world card trapped. Somebody think that they're winning doing that. Okay, somebody think that they're winning doing that, but they're not. Okay, I'm telling you, somebody was acting like you was the apple of their eye for people would trust them because they already knew who you was. But this person really silently hated you. The person left out the fact that the real father or God banned these people from this certain area because of what they were doing to the golden child, or that Lucifer fell, or this person fell because of and they just thought that they would use my titles and all my access and keep me blindfolded as to who I am, move they self up and some of these people ain't even in their fucking right mind. They just knew the truth about who I am, right? And then they moved they self up, and now you wondering why we got these fucked up ass people. Now you wondering why we got these fucked up ass people in these positions, and these is the people that was right there on the corner, drunk, sleep, you know, taking drugs, bouncing around and shit on the side of the street last week. But because they connected to you, they should get these perks. But I'm the main motherfucker that opened up the portals, and I'm the son, and I am. And you gonna try to tell me I gotta wait until last, or I can't have nothing? No. The reason why these people wasn't in these positions already, or they was doing it in the dark or in the background, acting like we just building up this for our person. No, you wasn't. You was building up this for everybody else. Everybody else that spent that money, everybody else, whatever. You thought you was about to get away with it, and you not. You not. Because family or not, motherfucker, like I said, it will be your last day talking to me, and I won't never look back. If I know I'm right and you wrong, if I've been good to you, I did nothing but love you, and then you did some shit like try to get me in jail, or we riding around and then you try to put your liquor in my lap or something when the police pull up or something, and I go to jail for that, bitch, I will never talk. I don't care if it's my own mama. I will never talk to your ass again. I don't play around about me. Like, and maybe this is some of us been groomed to not play about ourselves when we can help it to stick up for ourselves, because we are figuring out that people was playing with us. They knew they couldn't do it in your face, but people found a way to fuck around with you, and now they're gonna have to fuck around and find out with judgment on the map. Okay, these are people that probably never you invited you to nothing. You didn't even know that this part of the family was existing. Everybody hid the fact that they be going to Chicago once a year for a family reunion with the family members that fake died, right? And went into the underground. You know, people didn't talk about these people around you or whatever this is, or me or whatever this is. And it's like, nope, keep it a secret. Stay a secret. Stay a secret. Yeah, some foreign energies. They could have did something with this devil energy. Told on this man for sleeping with a little child. You won't know about this. We not gonna find. Yeah, the child could be 15. You may not know about this. Again, this could also be 5D, 5G. This don't have to be real, but it can be. Okay. Like I said, these people could be having your third eye or something like this. And then they're like, you so stupid, you can't see. But damn, excuse me, if I had my eye, maybe I would be able to. And then since you did see it, why don't you report it and get the person in trouble? Because you really don't have no power, do you? You just holding up titles from people that really actually can't use the power. Because that's not blind. That just means somebody ain't paying attention to fools. They'd rather pay attention to stuff that can heal or fix the people. They're not paying attention to you fools. And you just want us to sit here and talk about your crimes and stuff that you doing so that we could be your little personal serial killers, cheerleaders, and ain't nobody fucking doing that over here. You understand? Yeah, science is in reverse. Somebody could be a scientist here. This could be this Kazmika Corbett or whatever energy. Like I said, these people are weird. They like you when you don't know who they are, and they're able to dig around in your energy, and you make them feel good. It's like I'm a drug for these people, right? And then once you point them out or something, they get like nervous, or they get scared, or they get weird or something, and then they want to hurt you and abuse you, and they know people ain't gonna believe you. You get what I'm saying? Or like I said, only if they can kiss you on your mouth or something, then they will heal you from something that they put in your blood. You know, if you start talking about, I think that somebody's doing this to me behind my back or with one of my clones, they don't like it, I don't like it. Oh, then they get really upset, y'all. Okay? Oh, they do. When I say my husband, like, told you, think about if Americans had to worry about this. You don't want to be with a woman, but a woman want they calling themselves high ranking because they playing with science and all this stuff, or they stole some of our identities and they hung themselves on our trees. Okay, um, you don't want to talk to a certain person, and then this person make an image of you or a graven image of you or me, and then they make a clone and they start dating this person. And now everybody, you getting all these messages because all of us can hear on different levels. Let's just keep that like that where that is, okay? We can hear different things on different levels, and we hear differently, okay? So now you picking up the fact that no, these motherfuckers talking about this too much. What is this talking about? And you start asking yourself questions, and then you find out, yep, somebody probably got a clone of you out there sleeping with them. Them people that you don't talk to, girl, they cloned you, and they out there hanging out with you at the party every Friday. You rich, you got all the money, you pay for everybody's way. You know they got you programmed to pay for everything for them. You just a doll, and you just all the money that I'm supposed to have right here in this residence. They got it over there with that doll. Or there's a bitch that came from Mexico and she using your name and she the one that got all your money and she just want to fit in with these people and she's spending all her money on all these people that killed you back in 1995 as Jesus. They knew that you wasn't gonna talk to them when you came back as Christ, so they just took the money and gave it to that Pinocchio girl, and that's who they hanging with. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Something like this. We got cruelty in reverse. And so you mean to tell me there's nothing I can do about this? I can't go to my local police about this. I would have to not even be a local energy if these people are able to do this or put me on that particular list. You understand? And the state ain't concerned that these kind of experiments could be going on with their people within their state. Where they gonna check these scientists that's trying to play God? Because you could try to do something and then you could trip up something and cause some kind of pandemic or something in their state. So you trusting people from Africa to come over here to do whatever they want to do to your American citizens that pay taxes? So somebody says this feels good. This is a power. I was hearing clout chaser because I didn't even know that was stuck in my book. I had this on the bookshelf back there for months, and the clout chaser thing with the little pig came out when I picked up the book off the bookshelf. So, all right, could be something like this. Now there could be some kind of change happening. Whatever the snake was doing in this star, an Aquarius and a serpent energy at this hotel, there could be a tower here or a tower for these people. But I'm also seeing the Empress here in the reverse. So somebody could have just recently did something to an Empress, a pregnant Empress. You know, I could have been trapped in one of these places or something and just had a baby and they just sent me home and now the other one is there about to do the same thing. All right, I don't know what these people are doing. All right, but I didn't approve of this. I don't agree with this or something like this. I don't agree with people that want to work on me instead of with me. I don't want to deal with those kind of people with whatever technology you using or whatever the fuck this is. Okay. Yeah, this could be definitely an African man, king of coins. All right. But this could be a Caucasian person here. Somebody that's been amongst these people. Somebody look like they got a little bit Mr. Magic Marley Marl. Because the magician was first. Mally Marl. Somebody could have red hair. But this is somebody that hang with, somebody is in urban energy. They can hang in the urban areas with somebody here. Or with some people. And this could be like a brother from another mother or another race. And this person then been with all these dudes or people this like in the industry or something. And this person has made their mark. So they would rather have this person than the actual Empress. Or like I said, somebody was hanging with a fake Empress. Or this is like a brother that killed a brother. Or a brother that killed a sister to fit in. Maybe even go against the father because the father wouldn't go against God. So this could be like a Job energy. This person could be like in the trenches. Like living in the hood and shit with some people. Like, hey, I'm about to do this with these people or something like this. Two of Pentacles. There was a choice between the two. And maybe these African people or these warriors, they chose this male after he did something to the Empress. Okay, with somebody. Okay. All right. Somebody could be like, oh, well, I'm doing this for you because I want to be with you. They said that I got to come Learn. I'm not talking to them fucking family members ever again. That's what I told you about that man with 30-day fiance. They lying because they want you to be a criminal or something just like them. So the strong man in the family, they can't get me to break a crime, so they're gonna get you to do it. Cause then the strong man in the family, if you got a stain on you like that, then we can't go that high. Cause these people want you to stay low with them. But y'all know how when that dude went to Philippines on 30-day fiance and he ran out of money, and then she was mad as hell when they got back here and they had to live in the. It's not funny, but she didn't understand the concept of his money over there. And by the time he came back here, um, to be with her, she they had to live upstairs of a garage. The man's friends had an apartment on top of his garage, and that's where they was able to stay. So she thought when she came to America, she about to have this big house, or she's gonna have like a normal something, but they had to live in the upstairs apartment of the person's garage. Okay, see what I'm saying? But if this man, I think he was in like the financial department or something. Most of the time when people hit rock bottom like that, they gonna stay. I was seeing some documentary about in Germany, once you hit rock bottom, you stay. So somebody could be trying to send you a German or undergroundsman or something like this to replace a masculine energy that could have been swapped out, or they could have been lost out, or something like this happened, lost and turned out, or something like this. They want to send the lowest of the low, and somebody want to keep the highest of the high, and now they're gonna lose their fucking head. All right. Somebody's trying to send inmates. That's what they've been doing here. They've been sending inmates to royals or something like this. Okay. Yeah. So we got climb here. Now these people is like hungry sharks. These are people that already had money before. They don't never want to be somebody that don't have no money. Or they let these people watch you struggle for a couple months or whatever, or a year or something. And then they was like, oh, I don't never want to be like that. Oh, look what all y'all do. But all you got to do is find out who these people is and shut your stupid ass down. And then you won't be able to humiliate these people. But only a small-minded person is going to, I don't know, see it that way. The person that is being done to is your spirit they trying to break. So the people that's around them is like, damn, they went this far. I don't never want to be like that. And instead of fighting back or fighting for the cause or what's right, they will just let these people do this instead of reporting them or something for these insane crimes. Now, again, because at any point in time, if you sitting with these people, don't you think that you could do something at any given time and these people going to want to do the same thing to you and your family or your daughter or your little boy or your little girl? So we got climb, don't go down. This could be something that these people are building in the lower ranks, right? You didn't ask these people to come getting you and transporting you around and snooping on you or nothing like this. You didn't ask them to sit there and watch you for 3 years, motherfucker. If you thought I was gonna be a part of something, you should have said that shit a long time ago. You hear how I run my mouth. You understand? On what's righteous and what's right and what's true and what the fuck I'm not about to do. So, I don't know who thought after they looked at my life journey that was a good thing to try to get me to comply or be in some kind of construct or something that I don't like the way it feel. Yeah, no. Because these are people that don't give a fuck about your thoughts on something. They're going to keep on doing something until they get fucking caught. All right? We got fly in reverse. I'm telling you, something about not flying. You could be somebody that's on the list or me or whoever this is. Now, I don't know what they mean by this, okay? Or this blue person don't know how to fly either. But they trying to race you up against this person. But this person could be on a no-fly zone, or somebody could be trying to keep two people stuck or something like this. But again, somebody wants you to climb. It's the climb. But then we saying don't, what, maybe come back down, go on up there or go out of here or something like this. I don't know what this is here, okay? But again, these people down here can't fly. They just want to train you to do something so that you could get in trouble or something like this, and then they can know what's going on. This is like somebody put a chip in you and then send you back home, or somebody put you, they know that people shooting at, if you will go 100 feet above the surface, people shooting. But for some reason, you keep going up there and coming back down. Now they want to try to, these people ain't did shit for you or something like this, not that you could see. And they want you to keep on flying or something like this, so you could be like a hot air balloon to go up there and gather information and bring it back down to them, so they could keep on oppressing you or me or whatever this is. It makes no sense to me. All right? Like, because eventually I'm that type of person. You're going to figure out, damn, we shouldn't even have done nothing with this damn person. Like, obviously, you got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling you, a bug. Somebody got a bug, or they could have released some. Excuse me, somebody named George Cook that came out earlier. Somebody named Cook or George or something could have a bug on them. In Paris, okay, Boo. Somebody named Boo and somebody named Paris. All right, I don't know why that matters. All right, and then we got somebody. Oh, somebody in the bed, or somebody is the bed, or we got the envelope is in reverse here. So the envelope could have been the VIP person, okay? And then we got bed us or had sleep with us, or something about a virus here. Somebody gonna give you a virus. The envelope person VIP is in reverse. What sounds concerning to me about this is that you don't have something under control. This is like somebody this is like asking Marilyn Monroe to come perform at a prison or at a military base or a compound or something, back in the day when the guys was a little down on, down a little bit, and they wanted to see a pretty girl come, but nobody has no pretty clothes for her to wear. Also, she there's no security at this place. If it's a jail or a prison where some people got like trapped or something, or a treatment center where people are getting rehabilitated and they just want somebody to come in there and smile with them and lift up their spirits. There's no, you know, I know that these people sick, but y'all not gonna give me no tetanus shot before I walk up in here. You ain't gonna give me no damn COVID mask. I don't mind, but you ain't gonna give me no fucking COVID mask. You ain't gonna, for real. You're not gonna make sure that I got a couple security guards with me? You mean you want me to walk on this camp with these men that probably ain't had none in a year? Okay? You want me to walk over here with no security and nothing like that? This is kind of like what could have happened. I'm seeing with this envelope could have been this VIP person, but something could have happened to this person now. Okay. And then we also saying hoe. Like somebody could be saying you a hoe or something. Okay, with this H here, but somebody is not a hoe. Somebody is a not an escort. There's something, somebody is something else. Somebody is a fountain, or somebody is something else. There's something else. And they don't work for nobody when they do what they do. And this something naturally, and this really out of real, care for their country or something. It's somebody does something else. You know what I'm saying? They're not a nurse. Somebody is who I could see somebody being like a companion or something. Somebody is like something like that here. Or this, like I said, whoever this person that's in reverse. Somebody could have been jealous, okay, because you get more people want to sit down and talk to you. Like, okay, say there's a secret group of men that stepped out of society. They can't deal with regular women or something like this. These women have to like turn off some part of their life, go off into the cut, and then these are like veterans of a higher level. These are like ex-presidents or their buddies or their mates that they were in some type of military something with. These women are different, okay? Whatever I'm talking about. All right? So I don't know what could have happened to somebody here. All right? Something about VIP or something like this. And then I'm picking up, somebody might be thinking like, well, this person talk a lot. Do you think this will be a problem? Well, we don't know, because the person never been in a situation, or I don't know. This person never told their friends secrets when they had told their secrets for 20 years. I don't know. Somebody could be trying to see if you, but I told you, let me tell you one thing right now. The kind of men that we talking about that would have been connected to me in the first place, they wouldn't have to ask nobody, they were already fucking know. You gotta watch out for these people that be talking about, I don't know, one minute this man want to come towards you, then that's finicky, that's weird, that's strange. These are not the fucking people. I'm just trying to tell you right now. You better be watching your fucking back. Yeah, in reverse. Paradise in reverse. Somebody is going north. It's not going to be, this is like on Handmaid's Tale when they went north and then they found out that they was just being, traffic there too. Okay, but you won't be beat or you won't be harmed. But it's not paradise. Okay, somebody might not, it ain't paradise wherever somebody will be going here. All right, but it's not. But again, we got pinata in the reverse, neck. So somebody might be like, but you don't have to worry about being hit on if you go north by aliens or whatever these things is. I mean, I would think that this is what our government, unless these people move, they try to restrict the Empress, thinking that they little dances around the Empress was making life friendly. And when I say hold on, but this when it's about business, you better cut that shit out. Now you want to stop the Empress from getting what she's supposed to get, so that these, yes, supposedly, hold on, these sectors or whatever it is of these sectors that should be getting removed here. This is like a alien invasion nobody's talking about or something. I don't know. I'm just hearing like something about somebody's neck. Okay. Somebody's mad because you're not coming and doing something. Okay. I don't know. All this could be because somebody wanted to prove that an empress is a hoe, or they wanted to bring the empress down to like a dirty queen of wands, like somebody, or the queen down to something. All this, there's gonna be people losing their lives. People like, just take this one, take this model, and somebody's like, no, it's not working. Something like this. Yeah, somebody's like, tell her to come. I'm gonna be gentle. This is like I don't know, like the Beauty and the Beast or something, girl. For real. But I just can't respect this. Like, no. It's like Jesus or a masculine saying, hey, they gonna say come over here and come over there, but I ain't in none of them places. I ain't in the desert. Right? We got the solar system. Like people could be trying to speak to you on another level and you somewhere else. All right. And we got oven in reverse. A bun in the oven. Somebody could have took a bun out the oven and something else is safe. This worm, Jacob, you worm, the worm is out. Maybe somebody needed you when they was going through something with the waters. But did these people ever think that they little games that they was playing is the reason why they wasn't connected to you or me? And they're going to try to say, see, your God can't help you. But it's something that you let these people do that you should have tidied up that end before you left that sector. Trying to tell you. Somebody else got a bug too. There could be a bug in somebody's computer. Or somebody that lives west of you could have a bug on them. Like one of your neighbors or your apartment, in your same apartment building. They got a bug. Okay. Or somebody got a bug, like somebody got a like the flu bug or something, and they may try to come give it to you. Okay. Or that could be where this little bug came from, or a little sickness or something like this. Right? Because I feel like it's obvious if somebody think that you or I am supposed to be doing something more than what you're doing, they in the wrong thing, or you in the wrong club, or somebody got to give it up. Ace of Swords that just fell out on the floor. It's true. Nugget, can you hand me this card? Nugget, can you hand me that card right there, please? All right.
Mom, look. Mom, look.
Let's see. What card? Right there, that fell on the floor right there. Okay, so somebody saying they take you under in open arms in the underworld now since we ruined everything for you. But nothing is ruined, is what I'm hearing. Nothing is ruined. People stole, people blocked. Nothing is ruined. Nobody can change whatever this fate is here. Ace of Swords. This is the truth. So somebody could be telling you, don't go down here to the underworld, just keep going to the top. But that's not true. These people could be crying because they're about to miss somebody. All right. Also, there could be something about somebody was climbing up some kind of fire escape or something like this. I don't know, to get somewhere. Also, something about this blue energy. Cause I'm keep on hearing something about building number 7. Okay. or building number, the third building that got hit. I wonder if somebody lives underneath something. This blue person, there go the greens here, the new green deal, and whoever this is on this ladder. Mm. Fire Marshal Bill. We also got Judgment here. You know what? Let me see these. Mm. An obsessive lover. Mm. Right. So something about the problems with something with power or something. So I guess somebody can still have some type of power without money, but I don't like that term because it says the powerful ones won't be going into heaven. So that's why they doing it very stealth, man. And they trying to make some of us at the same time. They know we hold the power, but they also trying to make us look powerless because, the public eye or most people or something ain't gonna see whatever this is the same way. It doesn't matter. Cause we're not talking to people. We're talking about awareness here. We're not talking because I think that any of you can change anything. I think that there is a bunch of people that don't, their brains is not equipped for whatever this is. That's sitting in positions they shouldn't be sitting in, and they're not gonna do anything anyway. I feel like we talk on my channel is just about awareness here. It could happen to you or something like this. Okay. So we got some Oceania people that could be have lost some type of status or reputation. And then we have this mystical energy here. Okay. Um, excuse me. Hypothermia. The greens made somebody die of hypothermia. And this oceanic person, they moved this person up on the ladder. And now this person is getting loss of status. All right. And then we have this mystical energy with this tower that's either about to take this lower. They're about to get this tower or they're about to give this tower. Okay. And then we have an affair, but it's saying the affair. The Empress is in reverse because of an affair, but you did not have an affair with this fucking person. This is a weak person. This is a man that's letting other people tell them something. This is somebody that to come in and see you getting raped and you crying and your clothes is getting ripped off. But since he want a way out, he will say, "Oh, you having an affair, you bitch," and then send some more people in there to do more to you. Like this is somebody that don't want to stay. Oh, I thought y'all was just in here playing around. All right, you don't want to beat up the man that you know somebody sneaking around your wife or something. You just gonna let this nigga sneak around your wife or something or your man. You get what I'm saying? Cause you wanted to get out of something here. And you saying it's an affair, and you know that you going over here to this place, and the damn lady is unconscious or something with a big old busted lips and stuff, and you sitting here talking about, yeah, you over here having an affair. It's some cringe worthy ass motherfucking men. I'm just so tired of these niggas. I ain't even promise. I promise. That's why they got segment all just tell you. Y'all be playing with these birds and shit like this. You don't want me to know what's going on cause I'll fucking probably go ballistic. You see what I'm saying? It's something here. It's something here. Y'all playing with like catnip. You got me scratching this shit. I'm not even gonna go there. Okay? Cause I'm telling you, reason why I probably ain't even picking it up is because these are people that's getting what they deserve, but some people want to use that as a means to do it, but you was with them when you was with the people that's about to get what they deserve. Somebody could have said that they was your grandparent. They're not. And these greens, these new Green Deal people, is the same people that had somebody die of, they lost power, they made somebody die of hypothermia a long time ago when they was starting at the bottom to climb this ladder. Now they got to the top only to lose their fucking status here. I have this dog. This could be something here too now. Because I'm looking kind of, I was just thinking about Mystical. He kind of looked like my brother-in-law Elijah. And then when I look at DMX, he kind of looked like my actual person, my actual supposed spouse. The skin color is just different. You get what I'm saying? And we have don't in reverse. So somebody do want you to come down. Or this could be like I just said, just even with that Mystical and DMX, it made me think about DMX when that boy, when the person was on that ladder or whatever. He like, on no, the little girl was on the little thing, and he was like, just jump. I got you. So something is something here, okay? Also, with that Brown name, I was thinking about that boy Jeremy Brown, or I don't know. I think his name started with a J, but he was always like, he was one of them kids that probably was in poverty or something like this, or he just chose not to shower. I don't know what his condition was at home or something like this. But people used to talk about him because he smelled like pee or something like this or whatever. But he was a nice looking boy. I used to just look at him and be like, man, if I could take him home, wash his hair, put on some jeans or whatever, he'd be cute a little bit probably. You know what I'm saying? Was what I used to think about him when I seen him. Cause he kind of, I don't know, he kind of reminded me of me at around that age, maybe a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I think about when I used to have that plaid shirt on, and I used to have those windbreaker blue pants on. That picture I took of myself when I used to wear my bangs curled over my forehead and that little tiny ponytail because I was bald headed. That little tiny ponytail at the top. If I think back to what I looked like, because the only picture I have at that age, excuse me, the only picture I have at that age, I'm laying on the bed with my hand under my chin and my face is scrunched up and I'm sitting there watching TV. So I look kind of funny. My face is like scrunched up and everything like this. So I can't see my face in it, right? But if I was thinking about that boy and I'm like, damn, that boy kind of, the little brown color around the lips, because back then I had like, around my mouth, like pigmentation, like around my mouth was brown. And then when I see little babies, I'd be like, oh, that kind of looked like me. And then this the other day, I seen another little baby that looked like that. And I'm like, wait, that looked like that boy, Brown or whatever, that I used to go to school with at Webster. And because he was not a bad looking boy. He just, his shoes was messed up and everything. And so I think he had a little afro. He was not a bad looking guy. I wonder what he looked like actually as an older person. Let's see. Childcare, indentured servitude, and then housework. Who is this? Justice or injustice. Um, Somebody could be a servant here. King of Pentacles. Excuse me. Fly an airplane. Somebody trying to get somebody stuck at home or something. Excuse me. So I don't know. Sometimes it's just that one smack. It's that one smack in the face, and this why these people is under judgment in the dark or in the black something or by the black or something like this. I mean, sometimes y'all be wanting me to be sitting on here saying something else. Sometimes that's all what I really wanted to hear right there. Damn. The tower when somebody climbed the ladder. Remember I said something about a ladder yesterday? Somebody falling from a ladder. I wonder if a fire was at somewhere, or like again, we talking about this time the Chicago fire is happening where in Milwaukee? I don't know. We got affair 6, 6 God affair. Okay, somebody could be a skinwalker. I'm seeing affair here. He mystical. ER. So I don't know. He mystical. Who is mystical? 6 9. Who is he? Who is he? See, because I've had to look back at my encounters with people, and sometimes I don't equate them the same way. I don't look at them as individuals. All right. So, for instance, there's somebody that I know he's one of this. I know he a masculine that's something else. He's something else. Like this is like the dead husband or something trying to get back over towards me. And the person know that they was having a stalemate or a robot with me or somebody with a heart chakra closed off. And so he knew he couldn't get close to me to get with me or get on me. Somebody uses other people. Like the real person that could if they killed this person and me around the time of the wedding to steal the wedding. Yeah, again, the greens in the reverse. These snakes. Judgment is upon these people. I mean, I don't care what the news say. I just can't get it. And these people, I don't care what you say. The I is in reverse because I'm hearing may I something or whatever like this. No, the I is in reverse. The I is in reverse. Okay. Men, Oceanic, the Eman, Emmett, Oceana, Emmett, the hypothermia death in the grass too. Somebody working on the garage. So that picture I took, I was getting some numbers, right? I was looking at something back in the day. I was looking at some numbers. I put those numbers in when I was writing down some stuff about the Jean Bonnet thing and something else I was watching. And I put some numbers in and I got to this house numbers. And I'm like, well, I was like, well, what street or whatever like this. And so I started doing my little satellite scan or whatever. And then I seen somebody's backyard where I put these numbers in there. And it looked like something was underneath the ground. Like everything lined up. I did a video on this already. All right. And then I seen like, wait a minute, that's where they dumped a body at. Okay. Somebody, these migrational people, if they was up in Milwaukee or something like this or going north, they dumped a body somewhere there. And then these people went back this summer or with this migrant shit, these people went back to Chicago or something like this. All right. Yeah, these people are lying. That's why they're in reverse and under judgment. They're lying about poisoning somebody, about having some poison in some money or something in a safe in like a hotel room box or something. I don't know. Somebody saying that you have something in your system or something you don't. Okay. They're liars. These fucking people is liars or something like this. And the eye that they got is in fucking reverse. Somebody is compromised. Either the administration, this is what they said, we want to know what really was handling Biden's administration. Well, I don't know. I mean, it keep on coming up out here. So past, present, and future, you put it where you need. These are not lovers. These people are trying to ruin something here. They not the key. Somebody turned in somebody's DNA on a fucking toothbrush. Is not this person's DNA. Shit. These people is imbecile. All you gotta do is go move these motherfuckers. I promise we ain't gotta even worry about nothing. I'm trying to tell you. Somebody is not the world card energy. Whoever turned this shit in, this liar. All right, it's time for something now. All right, this is over. Like, stop the nonsense. Let's bust this shit down right now. Okay, somebody just wanted to pocket somebody else's stuff. This green person, a page of pentacles. This person got all these snakes crawling all around this person, all between her legs, all on her dress, her address, or something like this. All right, and somebody's trying to take your last little thing. Okay, somebody might like to wear head wraps on their head. Somebody is like greed. Somebody is, it's something about greed here. And again, it says op. Look at it. OP. OPR. Other people's property, Russia. Excuse me. There could be some beef coming towards this person here. Eight of Swords energy. Whoever this fake world card energy is here. Something is like profit led. Somebody is, somebody could be very promiscuous with their love, or, you know, always hanging around with people or something like this. All right. And like, what is this? Overcoming fear. Something in reverse here. Empress, somebody think that you scared when you just don't have to talk to these people, or you don't, these people trying to talk to you, nothing is coming in. It's making them mad to attack me or you. But you can't talk to these people because God said no, or because it's a no. Or they think they did just snap their fingers or something like this, and you supposed to say, "Oh yes, sir." You ain't, that ain't in your motherfucking, that ain't in, that's not in somebody's demeanor. And why do it have to be? Why do it have to be? Who the fuck is you? The real strong man would be getting that automatically. And the other motherfuckers is whatever this is, it's a no. It's a no. If these people so jotty and shoddy with their fucking movements, you can't trust these people. These like dope fiends or something. These are like fucking dope fiends or something, man. Straight up. Oh, the card that flew all the way over there and we ain't getting it. These people think you want something that they got to offer and you don't, or something like this. You don't even see these people. It's not to be mean. It's just to tell you the truth. Damn. Somebody come race me, come race me, come race me, come meet me or whatever. Even if you're trying to catfish somebody, shit. If you ain't got no legs and no, you only let these people say, well, I don't know, she a nice looking lady, why she want me? And then you trying to get her, and then the person start getting really upset. Like, I'm not gonna talk to you. Eventually you're gonna have to open up and be like, you know what? I don't have no legs. I don't have no wheelchair. I really can't go nowhere. I'm really kind of scared to have people at my house because I can't really walk. So I don't know. Like, or maybe these people only want people after they're disabled. I mean, that's kind of concerning too, because then you don't want me to be able to run for my life. You know what I'm saying? This is like maiming animals a little bit before you actually take the, like taking off the tail first, okay? Before you cut the rest of the pieces and quarter it up. And they walk around for 2 or 3 days without a tail, bleeding all over the place. And you, in 3 days, you coming back though to kill the whole animal and just take everything up. But you know, you just came by today to pick up the tail. You know, it's like some shit like this, y'all. I promise this is what it feel like I'm picking up on.